Hi guys, it's Stephanie and welcome to Stephanie's Journey. For those of you who are here for the very first time, welcome. And for those of you who are returning, welcome back. I have been sick, so I haven't made any videos. So I'm going to try to make one today. I sound horrible, but it is what it is. So we are going to get through this video and call it a day. So let's start with the garden tour. Let me flip you around. Okay, I'm going to do a voiceover because of the wind, but in here I have my tomatoes and peppers that I killed off, but some of the tomatoes have started to pop back up, but as you can see, all of my peppers are gone, but I'm going to direct sow them in ground. I don't think we're going to get any more frost, so that is what I'm going to do. Let me try to get you guys in here a little close. I'm going to unzip the other side of this greenhouse so I can get in here. And yeah, we do still have some of the greens that I planted. They have popped up and they have survived. And then all of those beets and radishes that I planted are still making it. So I will plant the peppers. I know it's late to be planting peppers, but I'm going to plant more pepper seeds and tomato seeds directly in ground, hopefully this week. My fig tree has started to sprout green leaves. So has my blueberry plant here. They are all just full of weeds, as you can see. This one started to grow and then it died off when it got cold. So we'll just have to wait and see if it does anything. And we'll have to get those weeds out of those. Over here we have cilantro. I started editing and it sounded horrible, so I originally said parsley, but it's cilantro there along with some mint. Here we have my garlic. This garlic is doing very amazingly. Let me shut this. This thing is flapping and it's driving me crazy, so I came back over there to zip that up. And yeah, let's get back to this gorgeous garlic that we have here. See how big it is? It's as big as my thumb. This is the early variety from in my gardener. It's going to be my go-to. My cabbages are going to seed as well as my broccoli. And so is my Brussels sprout there, as you can see. This is my blueberry. It has started to put on buds and little flowers, so that should be good. Just have to get the weeds out of it. The weeds are everywhere because they are all in my yard. Have not taken care of my yard and it looks a mess. So I will have to get rid of all the weeds in the yard so the flowers won't be sending seeds everywhere. This is my kohlrabi as well as some purple cabbage. They have not gone to seed yet, but if you can see the cabbage right beside it is going to seed. The kohlrabi probably will go to seed as well pretty soon, so I need to get those out of there, and I'll probably take the leaves from that. As you can see, the collard greens in this bed also, they have started to go to seed. The cabbages look fine here in the front, but not the collard greens in the back. They all have gone to seed. But we do still have carrots in this bed as well as the rosemary. So I will go ahead and harvest the greens. Clean up the front of this. I'm going to spray vinegar and salt on all of these weeds to kill it off all the way around the bed. We have spinach left in this bed that survived. I'm going to put some potatoes back there on the back row. We still have these 4 Brussels sprouts. They seem to have stopped growing. They did put on some really small Brussels sprouts. They're there. They're edible, so I'll pull these up and eat what I can from off of them. You can eat the leaves on the Brussels sprouts as well, but I don't know what I'm going to put in this bed besides the potatoes in the back, but we'll figure out something to put in here with those potatoes. I'm in these beds a little bit once we pull the greens out of this one and then decide what we're going to put into both of these beds so that we can continue to have things growing um, over the summer. So we'll get ready for that. The carrots are there, as well as these two rosemary plants. So that's it for these bottom beds. Let's go on up the hill. Nothing is in that bed. I keep trying to grow carrots there. It's not working, so I may try something different in that bed. Here we have these big collard plants. They have started to go to seed as well, as you can see there. The tallest one has not, but I'm sure it will soon. These are my turnip greens. They are looking good. I will start cutting back on them so they can grow. That is a cabbage plant there. It is going to seed as well, as you can see in the middle. It is showing sprouting from going to seeds. There is nothing in these beds. I left the stevia plants there to see if they're going to come back. Have about one little lonesome onion in that bed, or maybe it's a garlic. I don't know. But got weeds, and more weeds all over. So I need to get out here and clean up. We have the cabbage plant that's going to seed. Those are the spinach. I dropped a whole bunch of spinach seeds, so that's what those are. And they will go to seed quickly, so I'm just going to get what I can and eat it. These are red mustard greens that I dropped seeds for. So I'm going to let them grow and harvest them as I can before they go to seed. And then we have these three cabbage plants that we can eat the leaves off of those. Have nothing in this bed. I left that bed plain so that I can use it later. This bed we just have the garlic and the two pea plants there and there. And then we have this lonesome leek that's been in there for over a year. And then we have a couple of onions there and then one there, and that's all we have in this bed. So I will put some additional onions in here with those peas and the garlic, but that's it that we have in this bed. May put something else in there to go up that trellis, but haven't decided on that. Probably a cucumber or two to go in here with these garlic, because these garlic aren't as big as the other ones. So here we had some peas planted along this fence. They did not make it, but we do have this bed that is full of shallots, and they're looking decent. They look like they may need a little haircut, so I may come out here and do that as well tomorrow. Um, and then the rest of these are red onions that I have planted here with the red shallots. And then we have a patch of Walla Walla Vidalia onions. So we're going to transplant those when we get the chance to do that in this upcoming week. In this bed we had broccoli. They all died except for this one, but this one is still shooting out sprouts. So we're going to get those off, pull this up, and then we're going to start planting other items in this bed with the onions that we have planted. These onions, though, they're splitting. They look like they're two instead of one. So they may have been shallots instead of onions. That's the weeds. More weeds, just showing you all the weeds. My yard looks atrocious. But anywho, I planted more more spinach in this bed as well. So we have lots of spinach growing in two separate beds, as well as these onions or shallots that are growing. It looks like they're splitting into two, as you can see. So whatever they are, we'll take it. And I was saying it looks like something has been in this bed, because it looks like something has been laying on the weeds. But anyway, this garlic is looking decent. Most of this garlic is my garlic I planted from last year. This is my turnip greens. Those are looking good. It's only two in that pot, but the pot is full, so they must like being not smushed in there together. It's just two, so they're growing very well. Nothing in these two pots. Um, Nothing in these three pots here either. I did leave these two eggplants in this pot, hoping that they may come back. So we'll see. I don't know if eggplant come back. I left them to see if they will or not. So far they have not, but we'll see. It ain't warm enough yet. This is some more turnip greens. I'm gonna cut some of them and put them in the freezer along with these red. Oh, this is my yarrow. Look how good those look. Those just came back on its own. So they're perennials. This is my red mustard greens. Those need to be harvested and put into the freezer or cooked, but they're looking good. They're such tender greens, but they did survive the really cold weathers. Nothing's in those other pots. All of this cabbage and broccoli has gone ahead except for the red one. The red ones seem not to be going ahead, but all the green ones going to seed rather, but all the green ones seem to be going to seed. So we have spinach in this grow tower with this red Russian kale that's been in there for over a year. It's growing crazy, but it looks like it is starting to go to seed as well. So I'll pull this out. I'm gonna redo this pot, these trays in this green stalk, add some amendments to it, and then probably put the spinach, a lot more spinach in here, and then do the strawberries because the strawberries need to be thinned out and put in individual cells so that they can grow. That is it for that. The only thing left on my herbs, I got some here, is the lemon balm. It has come back to life, but only on one side of the pot. The rest of it did not. So maybe it'll spread. Here's some more mint. I don't know what kind it is. It may be peppermint, maybe. Here I had 6 onions in here. 4 survived, so there's still 4 in there. And a bunch of weeds. Got to get rid of the weeds, cause weeds, it's not good. But that is it. I don't have anything else to show but all of these weeds in the yard. I'm going to cut my grass and run mulch over that with my mulching lawnmower and see what that does. If not, I'll just pick those up. Alright guys, that is it for my quick garden tour. Had the flu, had a big gigantic star on my eye, and then I burned myself. I got a really bad burn on arm. So yeah, been a crazy 2 weeks. So anyway, thank you guys for stopping by my channel. Hopefully I get better and I can bring you more videos within the next coming week. Yeah, thank you guys for stopping by, and I hope it's warming up where you guys are. Hope you guys made it through the storm. Oh, I didn't show you one thing. Let me show you that. My nectarine is doing good. Alright, this is the nectarine tree. It is looking good. When I came out here a few days ago, it was just leaves up here. Now it's leaves all over, so it's looking good. I'm sure they grafted this tree, but I ain't 100% sure. They may not have, but the flowers are pretty. It needs to be watered. I watered it one day. I came out here and just threw some water on it, but hopefully we'll get a bunch of leaves. I'm gonna move it. I'm gonna put it in one of these bigger pots there. It's not a whole lot bigger, but it's bigger. Alright, thank you guys for stopping by my channel. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I look forward to seeing you all in my very next video. Bye bye.